Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. This episode is what is broken today. Two things broken today, I'll show you. In this episode, what is broken today? Yeah, the bed is not working, so we had to sleep down there last night, which wasn't the best. And yeah, fridge door handle is snapped off because, of course, it's made of plastic. See that? I don't know if you can see that. Snapped. Look at it, look how flimsy that is. Rubbish. I already had to replace the hinges on the freezer door because they're plastic, or were plastic, and they kept snapping off, so I replaced them with some metal ones. Well, I kind of fabricated something that works, and it's been fine since. So now, rather than repair that, because all I can do is glue it, which isn't going to be great, is it? But, I'm going to see if I can find something else that I can put on there instead. Because luckily, these two screws are okay and are metal and go screw into the door like that. So if I can get a knob or something, I can just put on there so we can open the door easier. And so the week begins with fixing stuff. But doing the bed is a nightmare because I have to take, I'll show you, but I have to take some of the slats off and then I have to manually wind it down and get in through the back. I know what it is. There's a wire in there and I fix it every time and it lasts a few months and then it goes again. I don't know what to do with it. I'll see if I can do something better this time. I don't know what though. I'm also going to go through the van. I'm going to remove some of the stuff I don't need in there to reduce some of the weight. So I'm driving around, I'm feeling like the van's quite heavy. There's a lot of stuff that we don't need. So I'm going to go through, I mean, I'm obviously not Tracy stuff because I don't know what she wants and what she doesn't want. But I know there's like shoes in here I don't wear. I think there's a coat in here I don't wear. There's tools in here that I probably don't need to carry around all the time. I reckon I could lose quite a bit of weight just going through some stuff, so I'll have a look in a minute as well as clean the van and all that stuff and get off to the next park up for tonight. And thank you to everybody that's been tuning in to this channel. I know it's only little and I do moan quite a lot, but I had a message from YouTube saying, well done, your views are up 103%, so thank you very much for everyone tuning in. I'll keep pushing out the content and I'll try and be as positive and happy as I possibly can. But you know, it's real life, innit? Look at that. In the sky, sunshine. That's beautiful. Love it, innit? It actually feels like spring is sort of coming, even though it's only middle of February. But yeah, it does. It's got that kind of. I said that yesterday. We went for a walk yesterday, me and T-Bone. Yeah, I said that. It's starting to feel a bit like spring, and you can hear the birds chirping, and there's daffodils popping up and stuff, and it felt quite warm. A little bit early, but I ain't moaning. Oh, here goes. Oh, this is a ball ache. This has all got to come down. The motor for the bed's up here.
We'll ride these roads forever. Side by side we'll chase the sweetest moments whispered in our little space. With laughter and loving every turn we take. This thing called Amazing Race, no chance we'll break.
Alright, so the motor, I don't know if you can see it, is right there. And we can get an Allen key on the end of that and slowly wind it down. We don't have to wind it all the way down. Just enough for me to get round the back to get to the wiring. Here we go. Now, I think some of you are probably wondering, why don't you put an access panel up there? Well, I didn't do that because it would look crap. That's why. So here we go. So I can just wind that, you can see it coming down. Wind that down. It's got to get sort of about here. It's going to take some time. There you go. The offending wire, there's an earth, has got to go into there. And the trouble is, they're quite thick wires. Really, I should be using a different kind of connector for this. I don't have anything. I'll have to rummage through my toolbox to see if I can find something a bit better to make that connection stronger. I mean, like I say, it lasts. I can get it in there and tighten it up, and it lasts a little while, and then it just pops off again. I managed to kind of bodge a connection. It's a bit more solid than it was. It's the moment of truth. Oh, here we go. Brilliant. It's going up and down. Yeah, she's working again. So now, And I've got to put all this back together. Yeah, perfect. Just double check. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yay, bed fixed for now. I'll get the rest of the van tidied up, I suppose, and then we'll think about heading off. Somebody's just boxed me in, I think. This car here, I don't know, no, it's not that close actually. It's quite close. She squeezed in there. She struggled for ages to get in there. I thought she was going to hit the front of the van. And she's left it a bit crooked, but hopefully I'll be alright. I think I'm alright at the back end, so they do it to me here. They love doing it to me. And I know people go, oh, if you can't get out of that space, you shouldn't be driving a motorhome. It's not that easy. The swing on this is, and the steering lock isn't the best, being an old motor. Let's have a look at the back. Should be alright though. Oh, mind you, there's a car quite close. I don't know if you can see very well out the back, but there's a car pretty close at the back as well. When I leave it, it's going to be a case of which isn't the easiest thing to do in here, but oh well, we'll get out, I'm sure. Right, so obviously before I finish cleaning up and stuff, I need to go through the van. I'm going to go through the van, that lovely sunshine, and see what I can get rid of. I just go my toolbox, I've had my tool bag, so I've had this out to do that obviously. That's quite weighty. So I'm going through this and I'm like, there's probably lots of tools in here I don't need. And there's probably lots of tools I don't need under the seats as well. So yeah, I'm going to gather some stuff together, put it in my car, which is parked up there, and then get it down to the lockup, hopefully at the end of the week. See if we can get a bit of weight out of the van, you know? Because, you know, every little bit matters. I mean, I've got lots of screwdrivers, the same. Lots of Phillips or Posi drive screwdrivers. I've got this mallet, which I don't think I need really for anything, so I might just, you know, maybe keep a hammer, even though that's heavier than that. I don't know if that's more useful than the mallet, but don't know when the last time I used one. And for some reason I've got things like that in here, like this cable, whoops, doing nothing. So yeah, I'm going to go through all of this, make two piles. Ones I'm going to keep, ones I'm not. So all that stuff can go to the lockup, don't need any of it. There's no point having two of everything. No point having a mallet and a hammer. I don't really know what the mallet's for. But look how much space is in my toolbox now. It's like half the weight. So that's really cool. Obviously we'll keep my screwdriver bits and stuff like that, because I do use them occasionally. But that can all go. Bag of tools that I don't really need. I'll tell you what, that weighs, I reckon, a few kilos. That probably weighs about 5 kilos. Just in that. T-Bone's going to hate me for this. But we've been carrying these around for, well, forever. 2 years. They don't get used all that often. I do sometimes, and I do intend to start exercising again, so I will keep one, but there's like 18 kilos there. I'm might keep the 8, and I'll get rid of these 2. Well, I won't get rid of them, I'll put them in the car, so they'll just be in the car. But that's another 10 kilos gone, and I reckon I've put 10 kilos in the car with all the extra tools I didn't need and things like that, and coats and shoes. So I reckon I've got rid of like 20 kilos. And then if I empty my wastewater tank, which I often forget to do, that's another 40 kilos. That's like 60 kilos. It's almost like a person, you know. And there is more stuff, but we'll do it bit by bit. Just did a bit of exercise. I'm so out of shape. Do you know what? We went for a long walk yesterday. We did 12,000 steps or something like that. My feet were throbbing when I sat down last night. I've just done some like push-ups, squats, calf raises, bicep curls and stuff like that. Not too much because I don't want to do myself in, but I had to sit down. Do you know what? I used to be bang into it as well. For years I went to the gym, lifted heavy weights, bang into bodybuilding, did all the protein shakes and the 20 eggs a day and the whatnot. Was in really good shape, even did martial arts for years. Oh, it's so easy to get out of it. And another thing for making the van lighter is making myself lighter. I could definitely use probably losing about 20 kilos myself, you know what I mean? Anyway, like how your own weight can creep up, your van weight can creep up very, very easily without really noticing it. So just a little bit of a heads up if you're into the van. you're driving around your van, living in your van, or holidaying in your van, or whatever you're doing. You don't really want to get it too heavy, as they do have a weight limit, of course, and it just uses more fuel and stuff as well if you're carrying too much around. Obviously, we have to carry water because we live in it, but if you don't have to carry water, this van particularly, that's 100 kilos, because that's 100 litres. If I didn't have to carry it, it would be good, but I do. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave the video there. Something or nothing, as per usual. Thanks for watching. If you've got this far, well done. God bless you. And yeah, see you in the next one.
We'll ride these roads forever. Side by side we'll chase the sweetest moments whispered in our little space. With laughter and loving every turn we take. This thing called amazing grace, no chance will break.